Hey folks, Tinkerman here. How y'all doing? Well, today we're going to do a rider slash bike review of Justin Malone and his KTM. Justin, take it away.
Well, this is a 2015 KTM 250 XC. It's the XC is a cross country model, which is the motocross pure race version. That's a little bit softer suspension. It's got an 18-inch rear wheel and a 6-speed semi-wide ratio transmission. So it's a little tamer in the woods. The gear ratios are a little bit better. You don't have the 5-speed. You have the 6, so you can really stretch it out on dirt roads and fire trails and stuff. It's pushing real good into the 80s at wide open, so it's plenty fast enough to get you in trouble. It's essentially their KTM's off-road race bike. It's not considered a trail bike. It's a closed course competition model as it comes from the factory. It's extremely fast. It's been extremely durable. We're in the high 100 teens in the hours, somewhere close to the 120s. We're working on the stock top end. It's got a little wear, but it looks fine. It's clean, plenty of compression, and I think it's ready for a little bit more. But it'll be getting the top end soon. So far, really the only changes I've made to it was some fork changes. I went through the valving on it. I changed some fork oil levels, a little bit of the preload inside. It's much more manageable and consistent now. It doesn't feel like it tries to wash out, where before you never really knew what the front end was doing. It kind of did its own thing. We've got it in a point now where I feel confident riding it, and I'm comfortable, and I don't worry about the front end. I just kind of worry about riding now. Without a doubt, it was the only thing that really hampered me. The bike comes from the factory with really good Brembo brakes. They're probably the most striking thing on the bike is not the power, which it has great power, but how strong the brakes are. Everyone that rides it, the first thing I tell them is, hey, just be careful on the front brake. It's touchy, and they think grabby or whatever, but it's just really powerful. One finger will put you on your face. 2 fingers will flip you over so quick, it's crazy, and that has saved me plenty of times, not having to use the brakes as hard. The rear brakes are Brembo as well, and I think for 2017 they even lowered the rear brake power. They put a shorter lever on it so you couldn't push as hard because it was too strong. You locked the brake up too easy in the rear. Performance-wise, the only parts that I've changed, I put a Boysen rad valve on in place of the stock reed block. The factory reed block I had a reed pedal break and disintegrate, and nobody in the area had any. They were back ordered everywhere we tried to get, but I could find a Boysen rad valve, so we just put it in. It was definitely a little boost in mid-range power, and it made the throttle a little more snappy. Not crazy, but it was a little better. We originally had the Pro Circuit Works bare metal pipe and factory sound 304 Shorty silencer. That's a great combination on the racetrack, but in the woods it's not the best thing. It's a little too loud. The factory pipe, which is what we have on now, and the long silencer that comes on stock, they are very low to mid power. It's very user friendly, very tractable, and for what we're going to be doing out here in the trails, it just works better, and it's quieter. And everybody wants to be quiet. You want to keep the trail open as best you can, and noise is definitely one of the problems that'll get you shut down. So we're gonna keep it quiet as we can while we're out here. Overall, the bike's been an absolute joy. I got this bike from Viator Performance in Lafayette, Louisiana, and they treated me extremely well. Never had met me before, and they have got a ton of bikes in the showroom. You can just walk in and pick one out, and that's what I think you should do, because always buy the motorcycle. That's always the answer.
And they also race LACC.
And if you go to any Louisiana cross country race, they're probably going to be there. They can deliver parts to you at the race. They'll do suspension work for you. absolute great people, super people, and that's what we need more of in this motorcycle industry. We got nice down-home family, small company, real great to deal with. They treat you right. We've got a year and a week on the bike now, so this is basically a 1-year anniversary ride, and 120 hours in a year is not too bad. We've been in plenty of races, motocross and cross country. It's done well in every one of them. The limiting factor is definitely me, not the motorcycle. The motorcycle does great, and we're looking forward to another year of really good times on it, and I'm excited to say the least. So far, I can't complain about anything on the bike. Been a gem, been a peach for me, and loads of performance. If anybody's looking for a good two-stroke, especially in Louisiana, Viator Performance in Lafayette. KTM is a brand I wanted to go with for a while, and I just bit the bullet, and here we are.
I mean, this is a two-stroke, and you look at him, I'm in first gear, and he just chugging up the hill with that KTM 252 stroke. As you can tell, someone throwing bottles down. But okay. But yeah, he's showing that you do not need to keep them RPM so far up. In 1 year's time, he just recently changed the spark plug, and was only so he wouldn't have a problem on at the race. Man, on Justin's two-stroke. Now, I know people gonna sit there and have something to say, but mind you, both of my trail bikes has a recluse. I'm not really used to this bike, and Justin is right there. Dadgum front brakes, he is a little sensitive. Oh man, this thing here, a light compared to riding that 450. Uh-oh. Saying, don't want to break man's levers, do I? I gotta remember to keep my fingers covering the clutch. And this thing feels like a mountain bike. I ride the 450 out here. can see why guys like the KTM 2-stroke so much. He found neutral too. Whoa. Get back on that. Them brakes are sensitive. Thank you, folks. Take them in out. Y'all stay safe.